Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel, your #1 source for all things Dallas Cowboys. If you're as passionate about America's team as I am, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Today, we've got a story that's absolutely going to blow your mind. Yes, folks, it's massive news that's got the entire NFL world buzzing, and it's all about Jerry Jones pulling off another huge move that has Deion Sanders' name back in the mix for Dallas. You heard that right? Deion Sanders and Dallas, together again in some capacity. Stick around because you do not want to miss this one. Alright, let's set the stage here. It's no secret that Jerry Jones has a knack for making headlines. Love him or hate him, you can't deny the man knows how to keep the Cowboys in the spotlight. And why wouldn't he? This is a team with a legacy to uphold, and every move is calculated to remind the NFL that the Dallas Cowboys are still the premier franchise. Now, if there's one thing we know about Jerry, it's that he doesn't just aim for home runs, he swings for grand slams. And this latest development? It's no exception. So what's the big story? Why are Deion Sanders and Dallas Cowboys being mentioned in the same breath again? Well, let's backtrack a bit. Primetime Deion Sanders was not only one of the greatest players to ever grace the NFL, but he was also a cornerstone of the Cowboys' success during the 1990s. You remember the Super Bowl victories, the swagger, the unmatched talent? That was Deion in his prime. His time in Dallas made him a legend among Cowboys fans, and his influence extended far beyond the field. Fast forward to today, and Deion has reinvented himself in a whole new way. He's no longer just the player we idolized. He's now a leader, a coach, and a culture shaper. His time as the head coach of Jackson State turned heads. Not only did he elevate the profile of HBCU football, but he also demonstrated his ability to connect with young athletes and inspire them to perform at their highest levels. And now at Colorado, Coach Prime is doing it again. His impact is undeniable, and the buzz around him has only grown louder. Now this is where Jerry Jones comes into play. As someone who's always thinking a step ahead, Jerry recognizes the value of someone like Deion Sanders. Not just for what he's done, but for what he represents: excellence, charisma, and the ability to lead. So, when whispers started circulating about Jerry and Deion potentially collaborating again, you can bet that it sent shockwaves through the NFL. And folks, these whispers aren't just rumors anymore, they're gaining serious traction. Let me break it down for you. Sources close to the Cowboys organization have hinted at Jerry Jones exploring ways to bring Deion Sanders into the fold. Now, what does that mean exactly? Is Jerry looking at Deion as a potential future coach for the Cowboys? Is he considering some sort of advisory role? Or could it be something entirely different? While the details are still unfolding, what we do know is that Jerry and Deion have been in discussions. And when these two larger-than-life personalities start talking, you know something big is brewing. Imagine the possibilities. Deion Sanders on the sidelines at a T&T stadium, coaching up the defense, mentoring players, and bringing that electric energy back to Dallas. Picture him as a motivator, a recruiter, a strategist who knows how to win big games because he's been there and done that. Deion doesn't just bring X's and O's to the table, he brings a mindset. A winning mindset. And for a team like the Cowboys, who've been striving to recapture their former glory, that's the kind of influence that could make all the difference. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's talk about why this makes sense from both sides. For Deion, Joining forces with the Cowboys would be a natural fit. He's always been larger than life, and there's no bigger stage than Dallas. It's a chance for him to leave an even bigger mark on the NFL this time as a coach or mentor rather than a player. For Jerry Jones, it's about taking the Cowboys to the next level. Jerry has always been about making bold moves, and bringing Deion into the organization would be nothing short of a power play. But let's not forget the players. The impact of Deion Sanders on this current roster could be transformative. Think about the defensive backs like Trayvon Diggs, who's already a superstar in the making. Having someone like Deion in his corner, sharing tips, pushing him to greatness, would elevate his game to a whole new level. And it's not just about the defense. Deion's leadership would ripple through the entire team, creating a culture of accountability, hard work, and relentless pursuit of excellence. And we haven't even touched on what this could mean for the fan base. Cowboys Nation is one of the most passionate and loyal groups in all of sports. Bringing Deion back to Dallas would be a symbolic gesture, a nod to the past while building toward the future. It's the kind of move that would reignite excitement, sell out stadiums, and put the Cowboys back in the headlines for all the right reasons. Now, let's address the skeptics because, let's be honest, there are always going to be doubters. Some people might say this is just another publicity stunt by Jerry Jones, that it's all about the headlines and not the substance. But let me tell you why that's not the case. Jerry doesn't just make moves for the sake of making moves. He's a businessman and a competitor. If he's seriously considering bringing Deion Sanders into the fold, it's because he sees the potential for real impact. And let's not overlook what this means for the broader NFL landscape. If Deion Sanders ends up in Dallas, it sends a message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys are all in. They're not just content with making the playoffs or having a good season. They're aiming for championships. This move would put the Cowboys in the spotlight in a way we haven't seen in years. It would put pressure on other teams to step up their game, and it would make every Cowboys game a must-watch event. So, where do we go from here? As fans, we wait and see how this plays out. But make no mistake, this is a story that's just getting started. The idea of Jerry Jones and Deion Sanders teaming up again is more than just nostalgia. It's a bold vision for the future of the Dallas Cowboys. And if there's one thing we've learned about Jerry, it's that he knows how to make big things happen. As we wrap this up, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the possibility of Deion Sanders joining the Cowboys organization? Do you see him as a potential coach, a mentor, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going because this is one story that's only going to get bigger. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the latest Cowboys news, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a thing. Thanks for tuning in, Cowboys Nation. Until next time, keep the faith, stay passionate, and as always, go Cowboys.